justified by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts, but something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Your lies, I'll do what I want. Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, each hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took a red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel? They wanna say my name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on this shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. To be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said. How's it supposed to feel? How's it supposed to feel?
Ouais, ça a avancé en tabarnak. Et là, je vais le finir en ligne. Un finishing online. I cheated. I started it before. I got carried away. I was drawing it over on Paul's, and then I just continued afterwards. And I wanted to go live to draw it, and I just didn't. Now I'm going live to finish it off, I guess. But I guess if you guys want to see the beginning of the drawing, you have to go watch Paul's live because I was over there drawing it. Kind of funny. So make sure you hit that like button, like, share, subscribe. Tonight's just a little casual stream where I'll be finishing inking my drawing here of Mr. Wolverine. Nothing special, just me having a good time. It's kind of like therapy. I draw, and then I color in my drawings. Yeah. So I'm going to go do that. Now I'm going to sit over there. So I'm just going to remove myself from camera, and you'll see me appear over there. But first, I'm going to roll a doobie. How's it gonna feel? Feel. How's it gonna feel? Doobie rolling time. Oh, yeah. Well, it's like the evolution, you know. More you work on it, more it draws itself, you know. It's like if you guys would have seen the first terrible sketch I made of this, it was horrible. It's like a bunch of lines all going all over the place. Yeah, I'll be right with you. Just gonna finish rolling this doobie. How they gonna feel? I'm gonna put another song on while we wait. How's it gonna feel?
Slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and
make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Yeah, well, I got a phone call. Things happen. What's that says? Pass it to the guest. Who's the guest? Oh, duh. Where's the StreamYard thing again? Oh, God. StreamYard. StreamYard. Sorry, guys. Ah, there we go. Enter studio. After all this, I'm going to want to roll another doobie. Fuck. Enter studio. Come on. Just enter the studio. We can't have two. No. Okay. There we go. Aha. Aha. You might have a little echo, but what can I do? I can't do anything about that. Okay, it says, really. I'm back. I'm surprised there's still 8 people watching. So this is Wolverine that I started drawing. And I might as well look in that camera. Oh, fuck me. Sorry. See, I'm puking already. It's a camera fright. Yeah, well, I started the drawing like over at Paul's stream. Well, I had actually like sketched it out earlier. I took pictures to go with like to follow this step by step. But yeah, I continued drawing, inking it, and I still fiddled around and played with it till I decided to go live. So I just spent like an hour and a half looking for my freaking markers and shit and all my ink. Well, I tried to find whatever I had left. I have like I'm really running out. So it's pretty much what's going on there. I need to get this thing over here. There we go. See, I was looking for this. Check it out. Isn't that sick? This is my this little box with the markers inside I was looking for. Really apologize for the echo though. All right. So this is a awesome, amazing little box. The dragon's eye or reptilian eye. I thought it was just epic. And it's got like it's you know, see it's like it has this thing. It's like it's multi-dimensional. It's a gold box. And these are very, very expensive markers. And this box actually has a set of keys to lock it. So these are like really expensive markers right here. Very expensive. And I was looking for a particular color earlier. And there are some markers that I didn't find yet. I don't know where they are. It's like everything's all over the place in this house. See, it's still not in there. Damn it. What am I going to do? I could continue inking the skin. I could continue coloring in the skin, you know. Let me see, I think. All right, I think I can drop the link if anybody wants to join. Can't remember how to do that from the phone. Where is the last time you took T-Berg. People are disgusting. Okay. Jesus. Well, it looks like these aren't the markers I'm actually looking for. So that's that. All right, so we'll just use this. Hey, you guys know how many markers I had to go through just to get the skin color right? It's crazy. So I already did the inking, like doing the black of it. So I could still put some more black a lot. There's many more areas, like maybe around here, around this area, around the hands. Well, the hand. Yeah. And I'm still wondering what color I'm gonna like do his. I guess I could say his camisole in French. I don't know what it's called in English. Um, there we go. Just like so. Let me see. Hey, J.R. Fitley, Emilios Man. Look Within's in the house. Welcome to the show, guys. Got Channel 3's here. Christina, Planet X Watcher, Flat Earth Josh. Much love and respect, guys. Thanks for coming and supporting OTW Music and Art today. Freedom Growers in the house, too. Cool. All right, so OTW, draw Snafu as that tusk creature from the movie Tusk. Great art, sir. Thanks. Yeah, well, that would be a great idea. I already had an idea of what I would draw Snafu as. I was thinking more of like, like in the cartoon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like there's like one of these creatures that is like a warthog. It's like in the cartoon he was like a bad guy, and he got like mutated into a warthog, and the other one's like a I don't even remember, rhinoceros or something. I don't remember. In the movie, it was like weird. It was like a turtle, I think, and yeah, and a warthog. In the cartoon, I don't think it was a turtle. So there we go. It's coming along nicely. There we go. There. See, and while I'm doing this, the details like in the black are standing out more. And this is just like the first layer of the skin color. So, you know, this is just, it's like the background color. So I'm just like laying it in really fast, quick, because we don't really need it that much. The rest of the color is going to come in because we got shade got to put into here, right? So this skin color obviously is going to get a little bit darker where we have our black areas where there's completely no light. Okay. And yeah. So then we have to come and darken our skin color from this part here. Apologize for the echo. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle is great, says Channel 3. Got some old black and white, signed by Peter Lord. Cool. Planet X says cool, Channel 3. So yeah. So I took Paul's advice. He says, you know, MT, I mean, it'd be pretty good if we saw you draw something. So I did draw, but I drew it over at Paul's place. Didn't literally start a stream. I should have, like I did last time with the Batman one. It's like I literally started that one practically at the beginning of the drawing, you know. But I was so inspired. I was just couldn't wait to start drawing that I couldn't like wait to go streaming, and like I just like fuck it, I'm drawing. It's as if something takes over, you know. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Hope this pen will last till the end of the fucking drawing. Well, pen, I mean marker. This is actually not bad. It's a pretty decent kit. Where is it? It's over there. It's got like freaking hundreds of colors. Well, I did exaggerate when I said hundreds of colors. I think it's more like anyway, there's a bunch of them. You know? Got all these, and like inside of here, there's a bunch of them. More of these ones. You got like the scale here. It's not bad actually. I practically never even used these. This is pretty much the first time I opened this box up. I didn't have a choice really, and then I was out of ink, so I had to do something. You know what I like about these markers is they don't leave the marker marks. You know, like when you do with Sharpies and shit. Like here, I filled that part in with Sharpies, and you can see the Sharpie marks. You know, I hate that. It just That's why I like ink, man. If you go with the ink, it's like I have my ink pen here, but it's practically all out. You know, it's like if I go in with it, look at that, nice and black. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at this. You see how nice and black that's becoming? No, that's real inking, my friend. See? No Sharpie marks. It's just like as if I took a brush. This is it. This is the ink pen. You know, it's like it's the same thing. It's as if I had my little bottle and I dipped it in there and I can feel it. It's about to run out. I can see it. But it does such an amazing job. I'm actually glad I found it because I was looking all over the place for it. There we go. Now I'm happy. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Let's see. On the camera it shows. Tell the difference. I think as another thing, and I've shared this with him before, that he should do a time lapse of his drawing with his music also. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that. It's running low. Running low. I can see it. I don't usually have to pass twice at the same place. There we go. Just like so. Oh shit. Look at that. There we go. Now we're talking business. There we go. I think we'll go ahead and fill that in too. There we go. See, now it's getting light. You see, you have to pass in more than once. The pen's about to run out. There we go. That's perfect. Right there. Over here. Over there. There we go. All right. Pretty much all I could do with the black there for now. So how's that looking? Oh yeah, therapy time, guys. There we go. It's done. The arm, a little bit of action here. All right, so now it's time to get a little bit darker with the skin color. Oh, my skin color. Where is it? Let's shade it. I don't know. This is a bit orangey, I think. Oh yeah, that's too orange. Maybe not. After all. Yeah. Come on, man. All right then. Now where's my ink pen? Oh, screw that. This instead. we go. Not bad, eh? It's getting there. Well, I still haven't figured out what color I was gonna do as this chest piece. So far, he's not bad. Oh my god. All right, let's do a close up on it. Check out the details on the face, guys. You see, even the blades are shining. I had like silver ink. I ran out like at the last blade. You can see it right here. I didn't have enough to fill up the blade. Anyway, check it out. We even have the blood. Don't forget the blood, guys. You always got to get that blood in there. There we go. There you have Wolverine, made by OTW, man. So I was thinking maybe I'm just gonna leave it white. Hey, double face me. What are you guys saying? I don't know, man. It's like the last guy he ripped apart, I guess. I don't know, his blood. Thanks, look within. Planet Echo Watcher says take a break. Yeah, you're right. I should take a break. So let's just turn these cameras off. Right here. I'll go sit at the computer. Well, I don't have to take the camera off, actually. Just leave it there. And turn this one off. I'm going to the computer. My teeth are stained with coffee. It's disgusting. Coffee and doobies and shit. I'd have to go brush them. Ah, fuck. All right. That right? That right. Shut the door. Time to roll the doobie. I am back at the network studio station. It's a long drive. Took me about 20 minutes. So what do you guys think so far about the OTW Wolverine
character. I think it's pretty cool, man. Not bad at all. See, you never know what it's gonna look like, man. I'm telling you, you don't know. I swear to God, I'll show you guys this first sketch I made of it, and you would never believe that it would turn out to be this. Yeah, but there's still more shading to do there. There's so much more shading to do. It's like you need at least minimum at least three different colors to go get the tones that you want in the skin color right now. And now I have two tones right now. That's it. That's all you see there. It's two tones. If I add in that third tone into there, you guys are gonna see that skin color is gonna fucking, all the little shady parts of the skin are gonna start showing. Yeah, I like looking at it through the camera. I think it's cool. But it's obviously better looking in person there. I can look at it from here. It's fucking wow. All right, so this one's going to be going for, I don't know. I'm going to be selling it for sure. We're going to auction it off to the highest bidder. Okay, now what do we do? All right, hold on a second. I'm going to put a bit of music on. How about this song?
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy.
No.
Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
So I dropped the link for anybody who wants to join in on the fun, have a conversation about art and drawing and shit. Go ahead, click the link, share this out. It's a great time to do that right now. Let's throw myself out of here. There we go. Oh, no. That's what we want. There we go. Let's keep that big, nice drawing up there. Pretty proud of myself. This is my second ever Wolverine, I think. No, I did not take any art lessons at all. Just like my aunt was really good at drawing cartoons and stuff like that. And I guess I just got it off my aunt. Like I just started learning how to draw. She had all kinds of little how can you say, like shapes of eyes. Like she'd have like 20 different shape of eyes or 30 different shapes of eyes. She'd have eyebrows, all kinds of different things, like ears, shapes of ears and stuff like that. And and she'd have me draw those things, and I just draw the ears, and she goes, well, let's try and draw that. And then I draw the nose. And then, further down the line, you get art books, I guess. You go read those, start getting techniques and understanding how to do facial angles. And, when you read on it, and eventually you start practicing and trying it out. I mean, especially when you only have a pencil and a paper to fucking have fun with. Yeah. You just end up learning how to shade, man. I got to a point where I would actually draw a drawing, but I would draw it like from I almost feel like doing it right now. I just like completely shade the sheet completely and actually draw the drawing with an eraser. So I'm not actually drawing, I'm erasing the drawing, but I'm actually creating the drawing with the eraser. Try doing that. Well, from here, I'm looking at the blood. It looks really red and it's really nice. But from the camera view, doesn't, I don't know, maybe it's the quality of the image. Maybe the lighting too. I don't know. Goes, that's an awesome story. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah. Now I'm thirsty. Hold on a second. It's funny how just a few colors can make a drawing look fucking epic. It's like all it's got there is like maximum 5 colors we have here. It's like we got silver. Well, that's not true. I got maybe 5 different tones of brown in his hair. Right. almost feel like doing another one. But it's kind of late. What time is it now? 11:45. Oh, I've been on for 1 hour and 11 minutes. Wow. How synchronistic. Oh, the crayon that I use, the black ink crayon. Hold on, I don't have it with me right now. Well, it's not a crayon, it's ink pen. It is not a Sharpie, ladies and gentlemen. Sharpies don't do the same thing. Oh, Nubsy's in the house. What's up, Nubs?
What's up, OTW? Good looking art, man.
Yeah, I just took a break. I need to think about what's next.
I'm also working on some art projects, to say the least.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Once I have it, I'll show it on your panel.
Okay, cool.
All this creation has inspired me to do more.
Well, it's funny, people come here and argue and create controversy and everything. We get like between 50 to 80 viewers, and we do a drawing, we get 4 viewers. Interesting.
That's 4 viewers that are worthwhile. And I'm not talking shit on anybody out there. I'm saying legitimately, those that know will show, and those that don't know will go.
Right.
Yeah, that's really what it boils down to. It's sad, but it's true. And honestly, I can see that you have a lot of talent, and I would definitely, once I get my shit going and get what I need to do done, you and I will be talking in regards to your art. I need to get a couple of steps, obviously, but you have some real talent, man.
You know what I'd like to do is fucking murals.
You know
what I mean?
That's
like
ironic.
Doing walls.
That is really
a whole
that
fucking
is
wall.
really fucking ironic that you're talking about that.
Yeah.
I would definitely, if I had a child that was on a Make-A-Wish, I would wish for you to come do a mural for me, or for my child, not for me, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Just admit it. It's for you.
Right. Superheroes are my shit. No, honestly, you should get a hold of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. If you want to do murals, think about that. Go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, say, this is what I have to offer you, or any foundation like that. I mean, do your research. I'm not suggesting them. I have no affiliation or anything. But say, hey, this is what I'd like to do for you guys. Do you have any children? And they'd probably fly you out to do that mural. And you could then do the mural that you want to do at no charge with a lot of benefit. Who knows? You might make it all the way to the UN.
Interesting.
Honestly, man, I'm seriously thinking that that's the way to go. Who wants to pay for shit anymore? You want value for your money, right? You want value for your shekels. So why not exchange value for value? Like it makes a lot of fucking sense what Paul says in regards to that shit. Because that's really what you're supposed to do if you think about it. I'm like, even with our regular jobs per se, you give somebody value into their home, right? You increase the value of their home. Why not give that away for free and say, hey, show me what you appreciate out of me. You know, these are the ways that you would be able to benefit me.
Right.
Like it sounds, I don't know, like I don't know how to do it paperwork wise. I'll figure that part out. But when I get my shit in order and I'm able to show something for what I'm doing, that's how I want to do it. I want to give everything away for free.
You're a good man.
It's not that I'm a good man. It's that that's how it's supposed to fucking work, man. Honestly.
Yeah. I agree.
You know, you fly me out to, let's say you had a project that you need me to come do. You fly me out to your house, you give me room and board, you give me equal consideration. I get a trip, you get work done, everybody's happy, and I go home.
Or we keep you enslaved in the dungeon.
That'll work
Let you
too.
out
I
to
mean,
work.
as long as you give me the tools necessary, I should be able to do what I'm looking to do pretty much anywhere.
Right. Okay.
You know,
So I wanted to do something. Oh yes, now I
I don't
remember
know,
what
man.
I wanted to do.
I called me fucking crazy, but like that, even that thing with Paul and his oils. Why did, you know, I mean, I absolutely shot him a text. Absolutely. I don't fuck with oils and stuff like that. I mean, I know what, but if he's already got a mix set up, why not give my son that value?
Right. Why not?
Why not give that value to Paul? You know, like that way we're not creating taxable events.
That's
And
true.
let's be honest, if you really want to hit the quote unquote the man, where do you hit him? You take away his basis. And you do it in a legal, lawful manner.
Fashion.
You do it the right way.
Right.
There's enough fucking minds on these interwebs that we talk to on a normal basis that are somewhat decent human beings that we could absolutely co-create into something bigger. And I say we loosely because that's how it would be. It would all be loosely. That way, if I didn't want to affiliate with it anymore, I'm done. You know, let's say you broke bad and, you know, went over to fucking Jax and said, Jack, I love you. Well, then I don't have to work with you anymore. Not that you ever would, but nevertheless, you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, of course. I understand what you're saying.
You know, and out of those 4 people, if you were to pull, let's say you did one of these art projects, and out of that 4 people, you said, everybody throw in $10 or whatever, and I'll make a drawing. I'll do a drawing for this drawing, and then send it out. And then when it becomes 6 or 50 or 100 or whatever, you know, it's all based off a donation. You're getting value for value. You watch the thing being created, and then you had an opportunity to let luck come in. That's going to be way more value than any fucking hat or t-shirt that you could come up with and work with another company that's going to give you $4 for a brilliant idea. That's not value for value, you know? Like, and I'm not looking to throw you under the bus. Like, I can appreciate where you were going with that whole product line and everything like that. I just think that you're much more valuable than that.
I agree. I was just having a little fun with that, honestly.
Well, whether it's fun or legit, it doesn't, you know, I mean, that answer does not really long-term affect
actually,
me,
honestly,
per se.
it started out being legit because I thought it was like pretty legit until I saw the prices. So I said, holy fuck. Then I said, okay, well, let's have fun with it then, you know. And well, it turned out that I had a great time. We even had like,
well, not only that, but it was a great learning experience.
Yes, and we had like a whole hour session over on Pineal Powers where we were inventing.
I was there, dude.
Oh yeah, it's true. Fuck, every time I forget you were there.
Yeah, it's like you don't even love me anymore, OTW. You're gonna make
Oh,
me
man.
cry, sir. Just cry, big tears.
That's what we got to get Jack to do. Is we got to get him to go live and make a drawing.
Yeah,
At
let's let
least a
Jack
drawing.
do
At
all the
least he's not
drawings.
doing. He's not doing anything physical. You know, it's like he's just drawing.
Oh,
And
yeah. I was
he can
thinking
handle
like he
that.
could do your drawings, like for the drawings.
What do you mean?
Like he could sell, or he could take donations for tickets over there, and he could do the actual. That way, it's nobody's getting screwed. Jack gets to pick, and Jack wants to fuck everybody over. So, he's not going to be biased one way or another, per se. Now, if he tends to win like 5 or 6 of them, yeah, then we're going to question it, Hey, imagine that. Jack Talcott won. No, but honestly, man, you could take that. You could do the whole Marvel X-Men series of characters. Print number 1, print number 2, print number 3, title them, author them, sign them, and they're original pieces.
Well, every drawing I make are it's like pretty much my conception, if you want to call it that, I guess.
Sure, absolutely. It's your essence going on to the paper. It might stink a little bit every once in a while.
Yeah, but obviously my inspirations come from the comic books and or other drawings that I love, there are certain positions that the superhero makes that I think, oh wow, that's like, when I look at it, I'm like, oh fuck, that's just like, okay, I'm drawing that.
You know what picture I'm waiting for? The one that you're gonna draw, if you choose to draw it, is the white gorilla himself.
Dude, the one I'm planning on doing is gonna be fucking epic, man. And I have a really big fucking, it's humongous. The canvas I have, I think it's like 4 feet by 4 feet. It's like a humongous thing. I'm gonna do it on that. So I'm gonna have like Paul and Slave sitting like usual in front of his mic. You'll see him there. And in the background, I'll fucking do the gorilla, man. It's gonna be fucking. It's gonna be insane. And I'll have the gorilla like this, like his arms crossed like that, and you'll have like
the standard gorilla pose. The "you done fucked up, you dirty fucking slave."
Yeah, the
that's
gorilla
that position.
Like the from Gorilla Gems there, the pose with the gorilla,
right.
like, yeah.
Right. You done fucked up, you dirty fucking slave. That's the pose. I'm titling it.
Oh,
hashtag
okay.
Hashtag already named.
Now I'm wondering where. Oh, it's on the phone.
No, actually, in all honesty, after we're done on the interwebs here, I would like to. I'm gonna either shoot you a call or shoot you text or whatever. I have a couple of questions for you, like on a personal note.
All right. No problem.
It kind of goes hand in hand with what we were just talking about.
Okay.
But yeah, I was talking to my dad, and it was funny because my dad was telling me the same things that Paul tells me. And I was like, well, if that's 2 of the people that I actually respect that are telling me the same information, I should just do what I need to do, give everything, and wait for the results.
Yep. That's pretty much it. It's the leap of faith, Nubs. That's what it takes.
Well, my dad, it was kind of funny because my dad, out of all the people in my life, when I when I was 16, or no, I wasn't 16, I was like 13 or some shit like that. We have an area out here, it's called Taylor's Falls. And on the Wisconsin side, you can jump. And you can jump off the cliffs into the river. On the Minnesota side, not so much. It's illegal, and the sheriff will show up and give you a big ticket for doing nothing. But basically, when I was young, they brought me up to Taylor's Falls, and I was there with a couple of people, and for my birthday and whatnot. And we went cliff jumping, and it was my dad, because I had gone out and I was real nervous, and he looked at me. He's like, just jump in, dude. Yeah, just jump. Go for it. This is why we're here. And he brought that up to me when I was having conversation about what I was talking about. And he's absolutely right. And it's the same kind of shit that Paul would say. Just fucking jump in, dude. You're already here. Let's go. Why are you pussyfooting around? And it's where the analogy that I gave him, you're at the fucking pool. Jump the fuck in, or else you're a bitch on the sidelines.
Yep. That's true.
I don't know. It's kind of fucking interesting. Just how shit works out or doesn't work out, and then you go on to the next thing. You go jump the next fucking cliff.
Yeah.
And if you break your leg, you take some time and you fucking heal while you're waiting, and then you go jump again. I don't know. This world, I've seen like just the development of you and your show and everything, and it's very, very encouraging, to say the least.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you too, man.
I appreciate you so much, OTW.
No, I appreciate you more, man.
All right, now has this gone over to the Jack show after all that cupcaking?
What happened to Jack's show tonight? I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see. Was busy.
No, I'm
drawing.
saying like just in general, all the cupcaking.
Oh, well, they do
I love
do
you,
that
man.
a lot over at Jack's. They cupcake a lot over there.
They're always fine. What do you think Jack's known for? He's known for his cupcakes and his bitching.
What the hell's the metaversal dude saying down there? I'm fucking blind tonight. I don't know what. Holy crap! I'm fucking puking. Wish you would fucking listen to those who have the vision. OTW.
So, who, in your opinion, I'm asking the metaversal one, who has the vision?
He's multi-dimensional meta magician who has the vision. Okay, he was abusing Chuck Norris tonight. And he says, have you had one too many? One too many what? I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know what.
Yeah, neither do I.
Like one too many what? One too many doobies? Nah, I doubt that.
That was the other night. I was on fucking Pineal's channel, and I had smoked like 6 or 7 bowls to the face. I was pretty fucking high.
Man, I just don't know what to do next now. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
If anything, if I could say anything, I would say do a dark skyline over the back of his shoulder, across like the by where his, right about the top of the tags, and then like fade it out to white. So it's real abstract as a city or something like that, or an explosion or something like that.
That's an idea.
That way you don't lose focus on the center point, nevertheless breaking the picture into approximately thirds and giving it that creative aspect.
Yeah, like giving it a 3-dimensional effect to it.
Right.
Well,
like
that
you
would
could
be
even do it where it has a street line at about his waist and really break it up in your 3 points.
Well, actually, that's what the best way to do it is to find the center point of the canvas and just draw an X. You'll have your perspective right there.
Yep. Yeah, dude, honestly, I think you're a really talented artist, and I think the moment that you decide that you're not going to draw somebody else's shit and you're going to draw your own, that's when you're going to really harness what you've got.
Well,
And I'm
I
not
do
saying you
draw.
don't
I
have
do draw
talent.
my own shit. I have like my dragon, and I have some other things that I draw. Sometimes I draw my own shit. You know what I do
But you get
sometimes?
where I'm saying, like,
I take a picture. Let's say I'll take a picture of a figurine like this. I say, oh, I want to draw this, but how am I going to draw that, right? So I take a picture of it, and then I zoom in on it, so I could check, I could, look at all the details because I'm blind and I can't see the fucking thing. Because there's like epic details on these figurines. So anyway, so yeah, so then I fucking zoom in, and I turn it like black and white.
right. So you can see the contrast.
Exactly. And then I just grid it. I use a grid. Because on your phone you can use a drawing grid. So you put the drawing grid on top of the image, so it breaks the image down. This is pretty much one of the best tricks I ever had for freestyle drawing, right? And even drawing anybody else. Like I could have to take a picture of your face. Like it would be hard for me to do it live. Like let's say I'm looking at you and I draw you, I could do it.
Yeah, because I move all the time, and then you get different
it's the
contrast.
moving part. It has to be still. Because the look, the shade changes when you're moving your head. Everything changes, lighting changes, the whole thing. It's like it's a different picture. So
you're trying to combine 15 or 20 different viewpoints that somebody does in a matter of 2 minutes to a picture that still it doesn't work very well. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. So you take a picture of the person, and then I grid it, and then I can draw pretty much anybody. I drew Jack Nicholson. I've drawn. I have pictures. I could go get them. I've drawn Jack Nicholson. I've drawn Jacqueline Phoenix, I think his name is. I've drawn what's his name? Well, literally all the actors that played the role of the Joker.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, when you start drawing your own shit, and obviously you are doing that, I'm saying when you come out and instead of drawing, Marvel, because then you have copyright issues. You're expressly rendering something that is a copy of what they're doing. When you're drawing your own shit, you sell that shit as expressly OTW's work. And people would I would give you value if I found that the painting was or the drawing, whatever, was attractive and looked like something that I would be passionate about. Absolutely, I'd pay you for it. Or excuse me, I would donate for it.
I'll be right back.
Now OTW is going on a sales pitch for me. Planet X Watcher, you just give me a little bit of time. It's got to take a little bit of setup.
You see, I got them here. Here, is a drawing I did of Jack Nicholson as the Joker. So hold on a
Okay.
sec. Put
That's
that
what's
full
up.
screen.
Somebody get a hold of Jack Nicholson. He needs to buy this painting or this drawing.
Here's the one with Jacqueline Phoenix.
Yep. Same thing. Jacqueline Phoenix. You need to get a hold of this OTW guy. He's got your picture.
Here's the one with Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, that looks to be at least $1,000 painting or picture. If you could go ahead and get a hold of Mr. OTW, we would greatly appreciate it. And you can claim your property after proper donation is met.
And I'll let you guys guess who this actor is.
Well, that's obviously me.
Come on, man.
It's obviously me. Can't you tell by the lips? It's got a metaphor sneaking out the corner of it.
No, it's the same guy who does the movie, the new movie Morbius. That vampire guy.
Oh, okay. I'm not like even seeing Jack Nicholson. I barely know what the fucking dude looks like. I could give two fucks less about Hollywood.
Here's one of my own
with you.
drawings. This is not a copy of anything. It's actually just a a dragon that I drew. This is my.
See, I don't even fucking like dragons, and I'd be all about that one. Like that's where I'm talking about, because I can see the dedication in that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like having drawn my own stuff and done art my own thing, I understand what it takes to get those shades in there and have the lines go through and not have the lines be fucked up because you push too hard in one particular place or another.
Here's another one that I drew.
That's fucking pretty badass. Is that who is that supposed to be?
The Phoenix.
Okay. I didn't know if it was the Phoenix or the Electric Woman or whatever her name is. I was really bad at Marvel. Storm. That's what her name
here's
is.
a failed attempt. I don't know. Was it me that drew this? No, who drew this? Fuck, I never drew this. Somebody fucking made a joke or something, drew on the back of the Phoenix and did the Flash with. It wasn't me. I didn't draw that. That's for sure.
See, you could name that Paul, and I would buy a cup with that on it. But that other guy, that other creation is somebody else's. That has nothing to do with you.
Here's Superman, Arrow, and Wonder Woman.
That's what's up.
I did that, and
put those up at your fucking restaurant.
This is one of my drawings. It's like I had a guy in a metro or a subway system being attacked by a ninja, and the ninja's dodging the bullets. And anyway, this is my idea of a new cartoon series. My idea of not a cartoon, a fucking comic book.
See, that's what I'm talking about, right? Fucking there, man. Use your creativity. And honestly, dude, put them up at your fucking get them framed and talk to your boss and say, "Hey, I want donations for these. Can I put them up at the restaurant here? This is something that I do on the side. I'll give half of the donation to you and half I'll take." I guarantee you would get rid of all of them. There's somebody that would absolutely pay $100 for that right now. You see what I'm saying, man? Something came to mind. I was out hiking with my son today, and it was really a great time. We were out and we had just come down off of the hill, and he's still learning how to traverse uneven ground in boots and with gear and shit like that. And so when we go hiking, he'll throw his backpack on and is that another Joker?
Check the detail in the eye.
That's crazy. So we were down and I asked him, I said, you know, bud, I used to play with Legos all the time as a kid. And then I stopped and I asked him, do you know why I stopped? He said, no. I said, because I decided instead of doing what I enjoyed to do, to conform. And I think that comment was more for me than it was for him. That's really weird because the lips match, the nose matches, but the eyes don't. But I just realized that I stopped playing with Legos for other people, and you know, obviously my Legos have changed from one thing to another, but nevertheless, I've been doing what other people want me to do instead of what I enjoy to do. I'm going to start doing what I enjoy to do, and I'm going to get rid of it through donations. You know, there's value in what I'm going to be creating, and I know that people on here would definitely enjoy value for value. That is a really good dragon.
Check out the details, bro.
I thought it had a tail, not a detail.
Look at the mouth, man. Look at the work.
Oh, I know. Like I said, I know what it takes to make those shadows and do the shadow work. Because if the shadow work isn't done right, or the inner work, it's all fucked, right? In all venues. All I know is when you make it famous and you're painting the 17th chapel and you're on your back for 4 years, just remember the little people like Nubs. Quality. So you're can I get a first bid up for $15? Who's willing to throw $15 on that? Let me check the chat here. Can I get 15? Who's got 15? Look within $15 for that great piece of artwork. Donation, look at the value you're going to get. He's a charity case here. We need to make it into a charity. They are not taxable gifts or taxable events. Maybe up in Canada. Right there, Planet X Washer has connections in for that 17th chapel.
Right? I see that.
Right there. We just need the connection. Who's got 15 on that? 15 beautiful pieces of 4-ply. Not to coin the phrase. Maybe even 5 or 6-ply. You know, sometimes it's stubborn there. You guys realize I'm just gonna start fucking announcing Planet X right there. Our first 15 laughing at me is accepting a $15 donation. So you're on the hook for $15, sir. But look at that beautiful creation that you get to receive. No, not that one, the dragon. Well, I suppose if OTW is willing to donate that one value for value, you know, I mean, there's no rebuttal, so it still stands. He hasn't said no yet, so we're still in the clear, OTW. I just think you have a lot more talent than what you're letting yourself have because you're drawing other people's things. Oh, yes. Now look within is at 20. Can I get 25? Planet X Watcher 25. We're at 25 for that beautiful creation. Who else is in the chat here? Who else can I pick on? Great stuff. I think there's like 3. The Planet X Watcher already sent 25. Well, I guess the bidding closes at 25 then. Thanks for that opportunity to drive it up to 500.
Hey, wait a minute. I didn't finish playing. I haven't. Wait. Whoa.
Oh, the money's already been sent, dude. You're screwed.
Hold on a second. I gotta get this thing working. Okay. That. Now. There we go.
You can keep see how much value he associates to it. He said he already sent the 25 and you can keep the drawing for the next auction.
Wow.
Whether that happened or not, I don't know. I can't confirm or deny. That's between y'all.
I already sent $25. What is he joking? Already donated. OTW needs to look. I do? Hold on, I have to check.
There you go. You even got value for no value other than your time, which is the most valuable. So, in essence, value for value.
Hey, wait a minute. I did receive a cash.
There it is. That
$25
donation to
from,
OTW right there.
From
See, you just need a front man. You do all the work, I'll do all the work. You get all the money, I get all the money. You know, it all works. It'll all work out in the wash. And the lighters fall out in the dryer, so there's no sparks.
Okay. That's cool. Thank you very much for that contribution there, Planet X.
You know what that is, don't you, to OTW?
Yeah, but first of all, I wasn't auctioning off the.
I was auctioning them off for you, but it's seed money for an idea. That's what it is.
You're funny.
It might be funny. It might be fun in games, but I'm dead serious. It's seed money. Plant that shit. Watch it grow.
It's all right.
You know, whether that's new art materials or, you know, however it works, dude, use that shit as seed money.
Cool. See? Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, Planet.
Yeah.
Now, are you saying funny looking? I would assume funny looking or funny sounding.
Okay, 1 second to get back to the broadcast. And right. Here.
I can't go back and forth between the two. This is confusing. Not that talented, OTW. You're the broadcaster.
There it is. This is the Wonder Woman, which I haven't finished yet, actually. I started drawing this over a year ago.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Go out, take that $25, put a frame around that bitch, and sell it somewhere.
Yeah, but this thing is freaking huge. You know how much it would cost me to send this out to anywhere? It's like almost $100. The last time I sent one out that was about this size, it cost me something like $80 or something like that.
Well, that's expected in the when you buy something to ship it to yourself. Of course, you straight charge that to the customer. You don't add anything on it, and you're good. I'm telling you, man, I think that you would, if you didn't use that as what it's intended for, I think that you would be sorely disappointed.
Check out his hair,
that is
man.
A gift and a talent.
The hair is fucking awesome.
His hair looks better than mine when I get out of the fucking shower. What are you talking about?
That's what I was thinking to myself, too, just while I was looking at it. I was like, fuck, man. I got a thing with the hair. Look at that. I really do believe that I have a particular talent for drawing hair. Look at her hair. Look at his hair. It's like, I don't know why, man. I got this thing here.
Did you see what Planet X Watcher just said? I used to do fairs and festivals. You can get a lot more for those. Nubs is cheap. I understood what you meant. You're not down by a van in a river. But yeah, honestly, dude, you could absolutely sell those for a hell of a lot more than like $20 a pop. Obviously, there's a lot more time and effort into those.
Look at how the blades shine.
Right. It's because you know the medium that you're using. You are an artist. No shit. Like, I can clearly fucking see that. And it's either you do something with it or you have some pictures that look really nice in a folder that never gets shown to anybody. Except for once in a while when you bring them out online.
Well, it's the ones that I literally showed you before. Usually I put them in the like a special little binder. Little doodles that I do when I'm bored. But these are not, like, when I make these paintings are decent because when I draw them in the same mind frame of thinking I'm going to be hooking this up on my wall. So it's got to be fucking awesome, or else I'm not going to hook it up on the wall.
And that's a standard of excellency that you need to keep with. But are you watching what Planet X is saying?
He says, in the spring, go to an art festival and check one out. Okay.
Check out, because you have comparable materials there. So if they're charging $100 to $200 for something like that, that's $100 or $200 that you effectively, that's $300 that you've got sitting in front of you at $150 a piece. And let's be honest, you could put all of your fucking art supplies and still have room in your Mini Cooper. Go across that border and come vacation, or a work vacation. Like, you want to chill out here for a month? There's a place on the fucking couch. It's just you. You know, go hit up all your fucking local art shows and shit like that. I'm sure there's plenty of people that would let you crash on the couch or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Like where there's a will, there's a way. Like I'd probably, with what I'm looking to do, I'd probably jump in the van with you.
You know what's funny about this canvas? This is a recycled one because in the back, I don't know if you can see right here.
Yep.
It was this is the stem of the flower. This like used to be this way, and there was a stem of a flower, and right here, I mean, and here was the flower actually, right there.
Apparently, Planet X, please tell me where I'm desperately cheap. Obviously, what is a realistic price for that, in your opinion?
What for this?
Now I want to see because they've got experience in that field of doing just what I'm talking about.
Well, dude, this one here, it wouldn't go under $140.
Well, he's saying that's cheap.
140?
I said 150 each, and he's saying Nubs is cheap.
No. That one there would not be 150. This guaranteed would not go under 250 minimum.
Okay, so but what I'm saying though is if you have somebody like Planet X Watcher that has experience in just this fucking particular shit, glean from their experience that they'll be willing to give to you and then give value where value is given. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Like I'm going to be looking for those arts and craft shows as well. Like I'd be in the fucking van literally with you without a problem. No worries. Canada is not that fucking far. We border Canada. You want to stay in Michigan? I got a house in Michigan nice and close to the border too.
Ah. Well, I particularly like my Wolverine. Honestly, that's like, yeah, I like it. It's like when I did the first time I drew the Flash, right? It was so fucking cool that I never wanted to sell it, but some guy showed up and bought like the whole lot for like $600. Turned out to be like $150 per painting. So I was like tripping. So I sold them. But I kind of like, I don't regret it, but kind of like when you do something like this, you get attached to it kind of. I don't know how to explain it.
Dude, when you're doing art,
that I might not be able to reproduce it again exactly the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's
when you create. Hear me out. When you create, you're putting yourself into that picture, your blood, sweat, and tears. That picture is a representation of a small aspect of you. Of course, it is going to be difficult to allow it to go on the wayside, but it's not going to the wayside. It's going to bring back value to you.
Right.
So it's not that you can't recreate it. It's that it doesn't need to be. That's what makes it special is nobody's ever going to be able to do another one. It's a single, you can take a print from it, but a print is not the original.
No, you're right. And even if I would want to try, I would never be able to recreate the hair the same way. It would probably be a different type of hairstyle. It wouldn't be identical. You know what I mean? It would be it would resemble it. It would probably have the same. I could make it have the same pose and the same position, and it would resemble this one, but it wouldn't be identical.
That's what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. That is a aspect of you, and if it can advance you more than it can advance your wall, there's a choice to be made at that point.
Right.
And not that I want to see you go anywhere on the platforms or anything. Like I enjoy your show. Obviously, I show the fuck up. I participate. Nevertheless, if you said, "Hey guys, I'm taking the summer off. I'm going to be an artist," and go travel the US, I'll catch up with you, get back. Like, good for you. Go for you. You definitely have, I would say this is more talent in this area than you have with concrete, despite how great you are at concrete. If you do this well, I know that you do that well.
Yeah, well, I pretty much try to be the best. Well, it's not a question of being the best. It's just like it's food for the eyes. It's like I want it to look as good as it tastes.
Look at Planet X Watcher's comment. There's your fucking t-shirt, Margaret.
Point stationary,
You're-
maybe mugs.
Mugs and
Point.
t-shirts.
Oh, okay.
You could absolutely sell prints and then keep your originals if they mean
Yeah,
that much to you.
He goes, yeah, I'm a good guitar player. Do I do gigs? Well, I haven't done a gig in a while, but I used to do so very often. I used to do them, as
You
much
stop
as I
playing
could.
with your fucking Legos, OTW. That's what this is.
Well, it's
I've
not
seen
that.
you play
It's
with
since COVID. Since COVID, I believe all the artists just turned fucking retarded. I don't know. They just like nobody wants to play. Anyway, I haven't really found any opportunities to play with other people. And ever since I've embarked onto this YouTube adventure, well, it's been a completely different project. So, haven't really had any time to even produce my own music that I usually do on my other channel that we are actually simulcasting to right now, OTW Music and Art. So if you guys aren't subbed over there, go check that out. I believe
Personally,
I had
dude,
somebody
I'll
watching
be real honest
earlier.
with you. Like I was saying, I don't want to see you go anywhere because I'll have nothing to do in the mornings, but somebody will fill that spot that's less important than you, and you'll be on your way to make yourself even better than you already are. I personally, I think the YouTube is probably a distraction at this point in time. It's
For
hindering
me,
you from doing what you really enjoy. And not to say that you don't enjoy this. So, and I could be speaking out of my fucking ass.
oh, it's funny you mentioned that because, yeah, that could be a good thing. You're right.
I just think
But
you have a lot of talent that you're not exploring in, just like I do. That's why I'm going to start exploring. Like, this is I'm telling you just as much as I'm telling myself this.
yes.
Like, so please don't think that I'm preaching at you because I'm really preaching at me.
You're preaching to the choir, Nubs. You're preaching to the choir.
Preaching to the damn preacher and the choir. But I mean, there's just so much talent that you have available at your fingertips. And same with myself. I have many talents that I can get into of bringing different mediums together and then creating a source of prosper, or a source to prosper from. However that works out, that'll all be worked out when it needs to be worked out. If it's an association that we need to start, like a writers guild, for instance, instead of a writers guild, we'll do an artist guild. And I don't know, maybe I'm not even part of it. I don't fucking know what the future holds, but I know it holds more than what we're doing. I'll tell you that for damn sure.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I wonder, it's like all the time that I spent doing these things. It's like never have I ever thought to make money with these. Obviously, as a
Well, that's the
musician,
thing.
I have, but not as a drawer. Honestly, I always considered drawing just a pastime. Something to get my mind off things. It's like it's a certain form of therapy, kind of. and it's also good for like the morale in the sense that, you know, it's like once you finish the like the end result, the gratification, how you feel after you've accomplished your
It's probably the same way that I look at when I'm done with a beautiful fence.
I think
It's
so,
the
yes. It
accomplishment.
has something to do with self-esteem, I believe, in something like that.
My fences, while they're not set in stone, they are set in concrete, and they're going to last 15 to 20 years minimum. You know, that's something that every day they're going to go out and utilize every single day. They're going to appreciate that fence for the rest of the time that they live in that house, most likely.
Yeah, it's a good chance. Unless
It's
if
going
the
to
wife
secure
says,
that.
I want a metal fence. I'm tired of the wood fence. I want a metal one.
Yeah, that normally doesn't really happen. It's normally metal to wood, but I get what you're saying. People make changes like they change their fucking pants.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, thanks,
Then I
Jimmy,
offer them a
for
metal fence.
sharing the OTW news, OTW Music and Art channel down in chat. And thank you, Planet X Watcher, for subbing over there. And who else subbed?
Look
Oh,
within.
no, Look Within. All right. Look Within subbed over there. And Planet X Watcher too, I think. It's like, yeah, I even have like I guess you guys probably, some of you already seen me draw Batman, but I do have a time lapse of me drawing Batman over on the OTW Music and Art channel. Let me see.
I don't know, man. I just see that you have a lot more talent than what you're giving yourself credit for.
You might be
And
right.
I know for me, I used to build Legos. Like I used to build the one thing that I had instructions for once, then I'd shatter it and be like, all right, now the fun begins. Because
Yeah,
now I get to
exactly.
dig into that.
You get to go get the pieces that you need to create the thing that you want to create.
Yep. And I don't have to conform to anybody else's fucking rules. I make the rules when I'm the creator.
Okay.
You know, and to be real honest with you, I mean, what I'm looking to do is not too far from playing with fucking Legos. It just deals with different mediums.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, it's still putting shit together where it clicks together and it goes, and it, you know, that talent, that creative spark that was in me as a child is still very much so in me. I just haven't let it shine because I've been too busy. My son was throwing sticks into the river, and I was like, you know, that's me and that's you. Every time you throw one of those and we don't do what we're supposed to do, we float down the fucking river of the currency, and we're lost in the sauce. But if you throw a rock in that river, it stands firm. You know, and granted, the water increases, the rock tumble down, but they're still constantly at the bottom and working their way. Like, you get what I'm saying, I assume.
Yeah, of course I do. Just have me playing in the background, drawing Batman. This is what I didn't do tonight. I didn't you know, like take the time to start recording me drawing Wolverine from the very beginning, you know, like with the Batman. It's like I went and I sketched it out.
Right there. You got the fucking hat on right there for what we're talking about. You're the boss and you're creating something. That's fucking ironic. Go sell your shit, man. Go do prints of it. That way you don't have to get rid of the original pieces. You know, numbered prints, 15 of them. No more than 15. Dude, I would do lots of 10. Keep it rare. Keep it original. They don't call them talents for nothing. You know, that's money.
Right.
That's what you can produce. And it's better than money, actually, because money is neither here nor there. That can be created at any given time. You put a pencil in your fucking hand and you can do that. I don't know. I keep on saying I don't know, but I do know.
Yeah. I don't. I'm the one who doesn't know.
Yeah, you do. You know just as well as I do. It's in you. I mean, I can't do that. I can't just grab a pen or some kind of Sharpie marker or whatever and just go find a picture of Batman and draw it. I can't do that. I can do other things, but that's not a talent I have. And it's obviously a talent.
I guess it is, eh? I don't know what to tell you.
There's no guessing about it. If I can't do it and you can do it, that's a talent that I don't have.
TCC's in chat asking, goes, do you ever do art commissions? OTW. What are art commissions?
He does do art commissions. As a matter of fact, we were just talking about that. What would you like, Talcott Clip Collection? I'm sure OTW would be happy to talk to you in the private.
Yeah.
If I might speak for you.
What do you want me to draw, TCC? Damn it. I thought I pressed pause.
Well, to catch you up, Talcott Clip Collection, we've been talking about OTW's wonderful talents and his abilities to create original pieces, much like what you were talking about with that art commission. And I'm sure he'd be happy to talk to you further in a private setting without Nubs intermissioning and speaking for him.
When he goes, we all know, man.
Yeah, I wish I had my stuff set up that I could just bust up on and be like, hey, yeah, here, this is what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. I don't, but I'll be celebrating soon enough.
It took me more time to set up to draw than it took me to do the first sketch. Like, I think the first sketch took me like 10 minutes for the Wolverine, I mean. And it's about the same thing for Batman too. It took me about 5-10 minutes to do the sketch for Batman. It's like it doesn't take me long to sketch the drawing. It really what takes a long time is like that when you're going into the details, because then you have your base form, and then all you want to do is just go and embellish the forms, like, you know, whatever's square, make it round. Whatever's round, make it square. You know, it's like whatever. It's like
the
weird
process.
way of thinking. But yeah,
the process takes a long time. The idea does not. Same thing with construction, man. There's not a difference about it. You know what you're doing. You have a conceptual idea of the outcome, and then you go do the work.
yeah.
You know, for me, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building one and then going from there. You know, same, and then repeat. Find something I enjoy and make it.
What Where's the thing that I did? Oh, it's here.
We're getting it out of the hobby stage, Talcott Clip Collections. By the way, hats off to your work. Your work is fucking phenomenal. I would definitely say that you could absolutely, just as talented as OTW is with his art, your art could definitely go places much further than Talcott could ever give you content for.
Yeah, TCC, to answer your question, actually, it's just a hobby. It was no, I don't do any, well, I wasn't doing this professionally, but I have sold a multitude of drawings and paintings for prices that I couldn't even imagine, that I didn't even think. It's like that Batman one that I drew, and I did the clip. I'm glad that I actually recorded that, because that painting or that drawing it didn't even last 12 hours. It was already sold. The next morning, a guy I know, he walked in. He's like, he came to see me for some other reason. He sees the painting on the thing. He goes, "Dude, how much do you want for that painting?" I go, I don't know. It's like, I just finished it, you know. It's like, I did it yesterday. He goes, "I'll give you $140 for it." I go, "What?" I go, "Okay, you can have it, man. Take it."
He
like
actually, what OTW is really trying, let me translate for you if I may be so bold. He's in the process of starting his career in that media. That's this conversation. Because if you don't go anywhere with this, I'm gonna be sorely disappointed, because I know that you have the talent to do so.
Well, somebody give me a comic book contract to sign, and let's go for it.
Make your own fucking comic book. Do the white gorilla.
Oh my god!
Fighting injustice everywhere. Tell me that's not fucking gold.
Yeah, we'll name the supervillain Injustice. That'll be his name.
The supervillain
Mhm.
in the supervillain Injustice. And he could have his band of merry miscreants. You could get together with Talcott Clip, and we could do like a live action as well as a comic book version. I mean, there's fucking ideas for days.
Yeah. He goes, "I might pop up for a quick sec if you're still on in a bit, OTW." Yeah, no problem. I should be on for a little while. I wasn't planning on going for hours on end, but I might stick around
I'll keep
for a few
bullshitting
more.
with you for a minute.
We'll wait for TCC to show up.
Pumping your ego a little bit over here.
Yeah. So, but I don't know why.
That's really
But
not what I'm doing. If you're hearing what I'm actually doing, I'm giving you credit where credit is actually due, and I'm encouraging you to do better for yourself than you are currently doing that I see.
well, of course, because I could be doing much better, but obviously, I'll say like les temps sont difficiles.
I don't know French. The only French words that I know are like shit and damn and fuck.
Shit, damn, and fuck.
Yeah, that's speaking French in my family. My mom used to say, "Don't speak French," and then she'd probably slap me.
That's funny. Hey, you notice? Like, I'm looking at these two drawings. I like that pose, that particular pose. You notice?
That side pose with the
Yeah.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Yep. So encourage yourself to not draw that one and learn the other poses. And then you can
I just
circle back
noticed
to
it, man. I just seen it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I just did it again, man. I did that pose again, man."
Can you hear my dog bitching at me?
Yeah, but I thought it was you playing with your wife.
No, that's not her. That's later. I don't do that while we're online.
Says you.
You're gonna get me in trouble, OTW.
No, you're gonna get you in trouble. I'm just, you know.
Yeah, but I want to obfuscate the responsibility very quickly. Come on now.
You know, I'm happy to help. You know.
Thanks, fucking Canadians.
We're too honest for our own good.
And too polite. Oh, you're coming to break into my house. Oh, here you go. Let me open the door for you. Like that fucking dude that caught the porch pirate and then handed the guy a shovel to get his car off of the fucking mound. What the fuck? The police are on their way, but here's a shovel just in case you want to get your car out. No, I'm telling you, man, you could do your own comic book.
Yeah, but we need a good storyline. You
Dude,
know,
just follow the fucking storyline that we've already got. The story's already fucking there. You just need to draw it out. You've got Jack the supervillain, and he's in his
wait a minute, Jack.
compound.
There's Sinister Six. We'll call him the Sinister Seven.
There you go. There you go.
Because there's Jack, there's Slow State, there's Bentard, there's Pathetic Warrior, and we can easily reach 7.
There's the
Sinister
Cynthia
7.
creature. I mean, think about what you could do with that, dude. Like just that think of all the characters that you could associate with that one character. Like she could be, her superpower could be morphing into different things. Like a stripper or a
Call Girl.
A call girl. Yep, you could do the call girl. You could have her in the chat boxes with fucking knives, just hacking the shit out of people. You know, you could have her calling Paul a cracker, and then all of a sudden the next thing it mistakes it and she turns into a white cracker. It would be fucking hilarious, dude. It would be just as funny as what they put out on Top Cop clips and stuff. It'd just be in a physical form. It would not be metaversal.
Those OTW and TCC, you guys should do a drawing panel, play some tunes, and have both of you do your thing. Pick a topic to draw and set an hour timer, and see what you both come up with at the end.
Did you see what Unknown just said?
Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. It was a panel.
That is a fucking gold. That is a gold idea.
Don't waste this idea. No, I like that idea. It's not a bad idea at all.
That would be a fucking hilarious, and it could be funny, and it could get a message across.
There's another drawer. There's another guy that draws for Paul too. Well, I don't know if it's TCC, but I do believe that there was an individual that showed up over on Paul's and had I believe a drawing of him or something. I'm not too familiar because I just like vaguely remember seeing that at one time.
Hey, come on.
I'm just saying that would be fucking hilarious. You could have one person drawing the villains, one person doing the block work, because comic books take multiple people to do different parts of the comic. I know that. It's not all one artist that's doing that whole fucking scene. But if there's any place to collab on that shit. You have at least 150 people that would just die laughing. You sell it for fucking 10 or 15 bucks a piece. You know, is it worth it for your time? Yeah, because it's putting the beginning work in so that you can cash out at the end. Like with that 16th Chapel thing. No, he didn't make damn near anything, but he got the experience of doing it, and that's what it's all about. Money will come.
Right.
It's Ace, the one that did his shirt.
Oh, see, that guy draws pretty good. We could have him join in on that instead of just being like us two. We could have more drawers.
I'm just saying, you guys have some serious talent in that medium, and it would be foolish to let something like that go.
You know, anyway, like I said, you know, when before I went and I drew the Wolverine on the canvas there, which is it's not that big. It's about 18 inches by 24 inches. Yeah, 24 inches high by 18 inches wide. And I'm telling you one thing. Just before I did that drawing, man, I felt like freaking drawing it right on the fucking wall. That's how I was like, I was gone. Hey, TCC's with us, man. What's up, TCC?
What's up, man?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Loud and
cool.
clear.
Heck yeah. How's it going?
Doing great, man.
Hey,
It's
not
nice
to
to
pump your
finally meet
ego,
you.
and I already know I told you and everything like that, but dude, you have some fucking talents, man. You are a funny motherfucker. I don't care what anybody says. Like, your shit cracks me the fuck up. It's funny.
Oh, thank you. I enjoy the videos, but I had to kind of take a little bit of a break over the past few weeks. It's getting a little heavy and tedious. Too much Talcott on the mind. So I've been drawing a little bit, and I saw Patrick doing his drawing earlier. I think it was on Paul's, I guess.
Yeah, I started it out over on Paul's. Yeah.
So I saw that, and I'd seen you drawing before, and I was going to come up before. How's my mic, by the way? Is the sound okay?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay.
Good stuff.
But yeah, I was going to come up with, I don't know, like a month ago, I think I saw you drawing, and but I just saw you now, and I was like, I'd maybe come up and see if I could show you some of the things I was working on besides the Talcott videos, because that's pretty much all I'm known for on on here. So
No, it sounds. I'm
See,
really
I
glad
don't
you
see-
decided to do that.
I don't see that being the only thing. What I see is I see the quality and production value in what you are providing, and that can be attributed in any media. It doesn't have to be about Talcott. You're just learning with Talcott.
yeah,
He's a great subject matter. He gives constant, there's constant entertainment with him.
there's endless content. Yeah, I would definitely agree. It's an endless content trove. And like Paul was like, I know you need to, take a break from it every once in a while so you don't go crazy. And I kind of starting to feel like, yeah, but I'll show you some of the stuff I've been working on over the past couple weeks. I don't want to intrude or, steal the.
That's fucking
Oh,
insane,
don't worry about
dude.
it.
Hold on, let me see if I can.
That's fucking nice.
I think if I hold my camera
Holy
sideways.
shit,
That's
dude.
what I'm talking about.
See if I can keep my fucking hands from shaking here so much. But yeah, I've been working on this one for way too long. I kind of gave up on it. I was taking a break for a little bit, but kind of like a little Aztec warrior guy here. And
That's fucking insane, dude.
We're talking detail here, man. No, that's what I'm talking. That's hours and hours of investment right there, my friend.
yeah, I
You're
put
a
some work into
dedicated
this one.
man.
You could say that. Yeah, I've got.
Like-
I think I'm like my dad. He had a real attention for detail, and
No, dude. You aren't like your dad. You're like yourself. You can't. You were just taught well.
Oh, look at that. Oh man, you
That's
see you're
insane.
way beyond me, man. I'm sloppy. You're fucking really into it, man. You're wow.
Wish I could. My
Holy
hands are so
shit.
shaky right now. I'm trying to.
Oh
It's
my
kind of hard
god.
to see. You have to look at it really close. But hold on, let's see if I can get it real close here. If you look at it real close, you can see that this is all cross hatching with pen and ink.
Yeah, I
So
saw it. This is beautiful.
Holy shit.
this is my this is my uncle's grandniece. I don't know what that would be to me, but a photo of her. And I mostly like copy from photos and stuff. Like I like the moniker of human copy machine. Someone called me that one time, and I thought it was well fitting. So, but yeah, this one with the horse, I really like. This one was done. I actually marked the hours on the back of it too. Let's see here. That's how many hours this one took.
Wow.
Damn.
And then there's this one. I'll only show you a few here. But these are my grandparents.
Nice, man.
More
That's-
cross hatching, pen and ink.
Dude, your
And-
talent, for as far as I'm concerned, your talent just blew fucking Jack Talcott out of the water.
She just blew me out of the water. Fuck, man. I'm just like took a solid second place here.
Oh no, I appreciate it, but yeah, this is what I'm working on now. This is a cathedral from Colorado. Actually, I believe Yurt has actually been there because I've seen a picture on his profile once of this exact same church. I think it's called Bishop's Castle in Colorado. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's kind of near Pueblo, I think. But this guy built it like from his bare hands out of like rock and like wrought iron. For his family, pretty much like by himself single-handedly. But yeah, that's what this is. You can kind of see like my process, and I don't do this all the time, but like I kind of gridded it out.
Grid work.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I actually apply that to many of my drawings.
See if I can turn the light on over here. See if I can get a little brighter. But yeah, I just did the grid. I don't normally do that, but this one was so detailed with all the stippling. You can see all the little dots there, stippling
That's
dots.
insane, dude.
But thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. I just wanted to come up real quick and show you guys what I do on my off time besides the fucking Talcott clips. You know, that's really not what I want to be known for. I do have fun with it though. It's funny as fuck, and I get, people seem to enjoy it somewhat. So
Dude, honestly, I'm telling you that Talcott clips talent, whatever it is, piecing to how I don't even know what the fucking process is, but the way that you put it together, you and Gorilla Gems, between the two of you, you guys would be able to do a business out of that.
Yeah, for
without
sure.
a problem, dude.
I would even
Without a
say
problem.
I would even say the dynamic trio is like myself, you, and Gorilla Gems, because I also have like this little production.
Right, I didn't know that.
Talent.
I'm just saying, like, there is a market for that you're not exploring. So if you hate your day job, if you have a day job that you really don't necessarily like all that much, and you would rather think about crazy motherfuckers like Talcott, there's a fucking market.
There seems to be somewhat anyway, or at least a market for, just kind of remixing what ridiculous things people say is just. Well, I've got another one coming out probably tomorrow or the next day, depending on the time, but it's about 5 minutes. But yeah, I had to take a break for a few weeks though, man. But
if you ever need any,
that's very
understandable. Direct editing or whatever, not editing, but direct wording, like, let me know. I'll go up on Jack's. I'll have a conversation with him. It'll be fucking gold, dude. I'll ask specific questions. It'll work.
Well, Nubs, you are Talcott's arch enemy. You really bring out the.
Oh, dude, I can get that guy from Happy Go Lucky, and even I would say even more than Paul.
Well, wait. Yes, you for sure, Nubs, more
I think
than
so.
Paul.
I would say so. Yeah,
myself, and not that I want to brag or nothing, but I could barely get on his panel. I mean, was it yesterday or what? When was it? I showed up yesterday, or was it the day before? Anyway, it
was either yesterday or the day before. Yeah, but that was funny as fuck, dude. really, it wasn't even that. You just went in, and from what I saw, you know, you were pretty normal. I mean, I don't think you were doing anything. I don't know. The tensions were real high though on Jack's the last couple days. So
Yeah. Well, I've never actually really done anything to Jack except like I told him. I says the only thing I've ever done is do hit pieces on you because you've been an asshole at multiple occasions. Just like I said the truth. I just told him the truth, man. And I was like, you know, and you just can't handle it. You just keep throwing people out all the time, and you throw me out just because I tell you what I think. You just,
well,
you know,
the whole concept of throwing people out is because of me, if you think about it, because he would backstage, but to actually throw them out and like ban them, I'm pretty sure I was the first and second person that he threw out and banned from the channel. He loves me like he loves his son. Let me tell you. Stay the fuck away from me. That's what he says.
Well, anyway, those TCC's drawings are fucking epic, man.
No doubt, dude. I'm sorry,
His
OTW.
drawings
You're
are
great,
much more
but he's
realistic
phenomenal.
than mine. Yeah, man, his drawings are much more realistic than mine, man. I'm like more of a cartoonish type drawing. Like,
but the thing is there's talent both places, and there's need for both in multiple venues. Like, talent is talent, whatever. And obviously I'm dealing on, like, I feel like the slow state on this situation. Like, I'm kind of far behind. My drywall's falling off the fucking wall type deal.
Yeah.
But I'll get there.
I'm gonna mute myself just for a second so I'm trying to readjust my camera here, but I don't want to make noise.
That's all right.
Somebody might clip it.
Yeah, but these motherfuckers are gonna start clipping me every time I come on now. I deserve it though, so
dude, you give what the people need and want. And you can't tell me that they aren't out there. You can't tell me that Jack isn't laughing his ass off at these things, even though he's the butt of the joke.
You know what? I have to admit, your clips are fucking funny. Okay, no, not true. No, there's one clip I can say that I didn't really think was funny. You know, I have to be honest, right? Like,
or it was horny for Talcott.
Yeah, that's exactly the one. That's exactly the one.
I already know. I know, dude. I already know. I don't know what came over me when I was doing that. I was in some
like,
sort
I don't
of like
know what drugs you were on when you did that, man. But holy fuck, man! It's like,
well, obviously it was Talcott coming in you, because that was bad.
Oh my god. Oh, we all have our bad moments, right? You know, it's like.
I think I like what Paul said. Definitely not one of my most reputable Talcott clips, but I couldn't help it, dude. It's funny as shit. I thought so.
Critically acclaimed.
Like, as far as the videos and stuff, dude, you look at all the little hate groups in fucking YouTube. You could have one not even yourself, just, a couple of random people going around, going to the different panels. Hey, by the way, I know somebody that you should get a hold of. He doesn't charge much. A little donation value for value action going on here.
I already don't like the sound of this.
Jack?
I mean, you might have to work for some seedy people, but, as long as your heart's in it and you're not feeling like you're being fucked up about it, as long as you can sleep at night and know that you have not done anything truly wrong, you're good.
What are you talking about, Nubs?
Well, he's
the concept of making videos.
Rant, and when he goes into his metaphor rant, it's either you understand his metaphor or you don't.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, you'll listen and you'll hear Jesus. I'm not quite Jesus, but I kind of look like him.
Yeah, and
Yeah?
even that's kind of like
Debatable.
convoluted.
Yes, very, very, because I'm not Swarty or anything like that. I'm what the Catholics would call Jesus.
Yeah, he doesn't speak in parables. He speaks in metaphors. It's a different type of Jesus. It's,
Nubs, I was watching an old Talcott episode like 2 days ago for the clip I'm working on next. And it was Talcott talking about this quote he heard. I forget, it was, what was it? Choose more, do less, I think is what it was. And you were like, I think OTW was there on the panel. This was like 7 months ago. And you guys were like asking him, what does that mean? Choose more, do less. And then he started talking about, he kind of started elaborating more, which started to make more sense.
I remember that. I ripped into him like bad, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you were relentless. You were giving him a hard time, but you just grilling him with questions. But and then he started talking about I don't know. It's just it seems like every time someone asks him a question like that to elaborate on something, he seems to. I don't know. It just seems like he's really good at deflecting. Like he'll answer questions. But
he's horrible at deflecting.
Yeah. But
he just deflects a lot, so you think he's good at it. It's kind of like Hitler's theory: tell a lie a lot, and they'll believe it.
They'll believe it. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, Hitler caught,
Führer caught. Yeah.
I mean, come on
Is that
now.
fake it till you make it, Nubs? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, he's going to be faking it for a long time. I'm still waiting 60 days. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're still stuck on the house thing.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And honestly, the reason why I'm on it is because I see a lot of myself a couple years ago in Jack. I really do. And it's fucked up because I see what I did to people and I'm like, holy shit, I really was the fucking dickhead.
Nubs, wait a minute. Holy shit. Does that mean Jack's gonna turn into you?
Possibly. At least he'll be accountable for his shit then. I mean,
yeah, but he's gonna become completely monotone.
Absolutely. It's no, that's a bit. I have to stay monotone, otherwise people won't know who I am.
I don't know. I might be more monotone than Nubs. There's a possibility. I remember going on Paul's panel one time a long time ago, and someone was talking about how monotone I was.
It's a good quality to have. It's consistency.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel. Sometimes I do feel low energy though, and it. What's it called? Manifests in my voice, I guess. But
I'm a very mundane individual, to be honest with you. Like I'm not all that exciting. I have my quiet little life, and I don't bother anybody. So I mean, I'll be monotone. I'm okay with it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not hurting anybody. I'm enjoying my own life. So if you got a problem with it and you've got to like legitimately, like I know you guys give me shit about it, but if you legitimately had a problem with it, I can give a fuck less.
I haven't even noticed. I'm not even aware. Who was the one that mentioned it the last time we were on panel?
Paul.
Was it Paul?
Well, Paul and Timmy have both given me shit lately. And then oh no, it was oh what the fuck?
Yeah, it wasn't Paul because
no, it was fuck, I can hear his loud ass right now. Brian O'Shea.
Oh my god, how could I have forgotten? Fucking
he was
Brian.
just on a rant. It just happened that I was up there.
Just trying to liven up the stream and it was just not working for him.
You got to give him credit. He was
I think that's how
he was.
I was just gonna say, I think that's how Brian was with me when I first came on panel and introduced myself and was all monotone. And he just started screaming at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Well, you know why people get pissed off at people that are monotone? It's because it's like that voice inside your head. It's always going to be monotone, and it's always going to tell you what you're doing fucking wrong.
What was the name of that television series? The Alfred Hitchcock.
Right.
Now that
He made
was
millions
monotone.
on being monotone.
Yep. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Alfred Hitchcock stories. That
Story
was
hour.
fucking monotone, man. Woo!
We all have talents, and if somebody expects one thing and you give them another, and like, just use your fucking talents. And like I said, I'm preaching it myself mostly. I haven't used I'm really not. I build beautiful fucking fences, but that is like the tip of the iceberg for what I can actually create.
Do you know any monotone singers that made it famous?
Clint Black's pretty monotone. He's very low monotone.
Yeah, I
That'd
was
be in
thinking
your
of
country.
would you consider Barry White a monotone singer?
No, Barry had a range. He just stayed low for the most part. Monotone is in the middle. It's not too low. It's not too high. It's right there in the middle, and it pisses people off because you hear it and you hear it and you hear it, and it's the same fucking voice in your head that you hear from fucking Nubs' mouth.
God, you just reminded me of a teacher I had in my logistics course, man. God, it's funny. He was talking about the laws and legislations on international transport and like dealing with borders and fucking all of that, but he was like, it was the legal part of it, right? So he would stand in front of the class and he would just like so after about 5 minutes of that, you'd hear 2 or 3 students in the classroom going, and it was just funny because and some people would actually answer the snores at each other. One would go, and the other one's like, and it was so funny, because sometimes one of the snores would actually wake me up because I would snore so loud and people would just laugh. Everybody in the class was just fucking laughing and then the teacher would just get fucking pissed off because he knew that the students fell asleep because of his fucking voice, because he'd even warn us before the class started. He'd say, "Is like, well, look, I don't know how to deal with this monotone voice problem that I have, but please try to stay awake during the class. It's the minimum of respect that you could have during."
That's like a free
class.
pass.
And I'm like looking at him going, "Are you serious? You're gonna speak like this the whole fucking 45 minutes we're gonna be here?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, that's not gonna be possible." So he's telling us not to fall asleep, but we all, like 3 or 4 of us, I fell asleep. I was like, "Oh, I was gone, man. Forget it." He lost me.
I had this civics teacher, and he used to, back in high school, and this dude, like, if you think I'm monotone, dude, I'm a fucking wonderful singer compared to this guy.
You're good, Nubs, because compared to the teacher I had, I haven't fallen asleep yet while you were speaking. So you're good, man. You're good.
Well, you've got other people yelling at you. Nevertheless, this dude, I'm telling you, he was the most boring teacher, and it was civics. And he would give us the notes for the class, and it was the same notes that my aunt had, like literally same everything. And there was this one day he was teaching about some fucking Revolutionary War treaty, some shit like that. And I was talking as usual. And he looks at me, he says my name, and he says, like, right in the middle of, like, didn't break stride at all. He's like, hey, how about you shut the hell up? And went right back into it. Like, there was no intermission between. The whole fucking class is just laughing their ass off. He's like, did I say something funny? I didn't think so. And he went right back into it. It was so fucking hilarious.
Wow.
Needless to say, he lost the class at that point in time. We were done.
Damn.
But in order for me to shut up, he would always tell me, hey, you want to go out in the back and smoke a couple of Camels? Because I was a smoker in high school. And he knew if I would get that, I would stop breaking up the class and allow the other... I was that fucking shithead. Not that much has changed.
Bad numsy boy.
Not that much has changed. Can you guys hear my monotone voice? Can you imagine being my son and getting a lecture from me for bad behavior?
Man, I'm surprised he hasn't hanged himself.
Well, it hasn't gotten that bad because I really don't lecture him too much. Nevertheless, he knows that if he gets in trouble, he's going to have to deal with it. So I think that's what keeps him out of trouble, is not having those situations come up. It's not the fear of actually being in trouble. It's the fear of having
the conversation afterwards.
Yes. Like the other day, he got in trouble. He got a note sent home from being on the bus and cussing and swearing, and he stood up as well. And so I called the fucking school administrator, and I was like, all right, if he's standing up on the bus, throw his ass off. I'm okay with that. It is what it is. He's being a dumbass. But as far as what he's saying, isn't his speech protected? I don't agree with what he's doing necessarily, and I'll have that conversation, but you're sure as hell not going to kick my child off of a public platform or a public service for having his, like, he gets to say what he, as long as he is not creating loss, injury, or harm, you're not kicking him off for saying, fuck you. He has every right to say that, and you have every responsibility to protect that right as his administrator. It was a weird fucking conversation. Needless to say, I told him that a better venue would probably be a better place to be. You know, if he's with his buddies hanging out, sure, I don't care if you cuss and swear, whatever. You're going to fucking do what you're going to do. I cuss like a fucking sailor, so I can't throw him under the bus. Did you draw that?
Yeah, that's some more pen and ink, some stippling work. And then I did the lettering. This is just kind of some like practice for like some lettering fonts and shit like that. But I thought I'd do a little like old school like engraving type portrait in the middle of it.
Right.
There's another one in here.
Do you do commission work?
Not regularly. I've sold a few things before, but
hey, speak of the devil, Pizmaster himself.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay.
Yeah, I came on Paul's panel a long time ago and sketched some people on there. Just real quick.
Right there, that's your
Back
comic
when
book.
Wizard had a beard. Fucking
Oh my god.
What's that dude's name
Harlow.
again? Harlow, Jack Harlow.
And then we were in the Navy boat and we were floating around the middle and then Lou. There's not enough grease there.
Oh my god, it's the pathetic warrior.
Mom, where's my cheese
Finish that one.
sandwich? Damn, that one's really good.
Fucking Rob Cleveland. Oh my God, the
Oh,
next one was
no,
Jack.
go back to that other one. That one was.
Oh God, that's fucking beautiful.
That's you. That is you, brother.
That is you.
That's my niece. She's older now.
You're
but
really fucking good, dude. You have a
Thank you.
have a phenomenal
appreciate it.
talent.
I appreciate that. I'd like to start
Like,
putting
if
it to
you're
more
not-
use.
If you're not monetizing into your talents in some way, whether it's donate, however the fuck that shit works, if you're not making value for your talents, you're cutting yourself short.
Yeah, I agree. I'm working on a channel right now, a separate channel for my art. And once I get it up and running, I'll throw a link to it on Talcott on my Talcott channel or whatever. Of course, that could be a bad thing because
I wouldn't associate.
I'm sure,
the two.
like I've already made. Yeah,
Unless you're going to do something with that and use that as like, hey, do you want a video made? This is my talent. This is what I do. Because you don't need to know the backstory. But there's a talent there, and with these interwebs and people with their fucking hate, dude, there's a place to be made.
Dude, after going on some of these panels and places and seeing like some of the shit that people will throw money at, like I'm just sitting here and like if people can make money just doing that, coming on, and I'm not saying people don't come on here and have like productive conversations of value because they do, but the other panels on the other side of the spectrum, you see some of the things that people will come on and just throw money at blows my mind. It really does.
Well, Benton expecting people, if you don't donate right now, I'm going to leave. Like, that just tells you how desperate people are to give people money.
I couldn't even believe it when I heard Ben
talent.
say that. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here, dude?
Yeah, dude, you
I
have
just
some talent that is beyond anything that I have ever done, at least art-wise.
Well, and actually, I was going to ask OTW about those drawings that you do with the comic book style. Do you lay those down with like pencil first, kind of like like this, and then go over? Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, for sure.
Sketch everything. It looks terrible when I sketch it out at first. And then it's when I start shading and bringing in the details and like, well, it's like Wolverine, the one I did today. When I look at the face, I really did. I put some effort into the details in his face and stuff, and the hair and shit. So it's like sometimes it depends where, and I do see where I lack it some places. So, but I don't mention that.
Yeah, I think it's amazing though, man. When you did the close up on the face, because faces are hard, dude, or at least for me they were, and they still are. But faces, hands, that's that's usually what we artists struggle with the human anatomy. But yeah, I wanted to ask if you penciled them first, but that's very impressive, man. And I'm about to hop off. I just wanted to hop on real quick and kind of share the art vibe.
Yeah, well, I love it, man. Your drawings are fucking epic, man. Thanks for coming up here and showing us.
Let me ask you this.
You as well.
That picture, is that a lion or a tiger or what is that animal?
Which one? The one I was just showing?
Yeah. Obviously, I see the snake, I see the bird, but the main character that the snake is coming.
Oh, on his head. It's like a jaguar or something, I guess. I don't know.
I can see it now. I didn't see it. I thought the whole thing was something. So it is the jaguar above.
Yeah. Like a headdress.
TCC,
have you ever heard of
the dragon that I was showing earlier?
Oh, that is sick. No, I haven't seen that. Ooh, I like that, bro. I like the perspective on that. I like how the head's coming like kind of at an angle at the camera, but it's kind of twisting at the last. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Is that
Have you
pencil?
ever heard of a channel
Yeah,
called
that's all
Curry
pencil.
Mayo?
Yeah, that's all pencil. All of it.
What's that? Curry Mayo?
Yeah.
Is that an artist?
No, he does art, but it's not that kind of art. No, he does history and he reads old books and shit like that. But he's like, his theory is different because of the old books. Like, he listens to what Christopher Columbus actually said instead of what his teacher said about something that somebody else said type deal. So
Okay.
he reads old manuscripts, old books, and that kind of shit. And basically, he shows how the whole story of history is turned backwards. Like, Columbus came back to America, not discovering them. Like, long story, but nevertheless, he's I do believe he's Aztec and would probably be very, very interested in that kind of artwork. If you'd be selling it or something. Like, I'm just saying, like, if there's anybody that I would know that would most likely, like, I don't know him, but I would say that there's definitely places that you could get value for your work. And for those, I would do prints. I wouldn't do original pieces.
Yeah.
Because you could set up, and like I told OTW, no more than 15. I'd keep it at like 10, because then that keeps them extremely rare. It's not 150 prints of the, like, if you have number 4, you have something really fucking valuable as opposed to something number 10. But nevertheless, number 10 is still above and beyond what any numbers 93 is going to be.
Right. More demand for
right. Keeping
smaller
the
number
supply down. Yep. And then
And you
offer
said this guy's
more
name's
as
Curry
art.
Mayo?
Yeah.
You said Curry Mayo? Okay. Yeah, I'll look that guy up.
Hang on one second. I'll tell you the spelling of his name.
That sounds interesting, though. That type of history. The only person I've ever heard of like that was a chronologist, historian, I think, by the name of Anatoly Fomenko.
Ah, you know Fomenko, huh? You mean like the Fomenko that told you that history was backwards and that half of it didn't exist? That Anatoly Fomenko?
I'm not super familiar, but I know of his work. I'm kind of familiar with some of his work. Yeah, I think it's called History or Science, something like that. But it's like a 5 or 6 book series of just like the chronology and how shit's been reworked and all that stuff. I think The Machine Lies has talked about him too. Yeah.
They had to rewrite history so they could write themselves in. That's right. In my opinion, that's what the whole Bible is all about, or at least the New Testament, rather. The Old Testament is about right here in the Americas. And the New Testament is what was hijacked, because effectively, if you listen to the story, they couldn't beat the Hebrews. The Romans could not defeat the Hebrews whatsoever until they got them off of their laws, statutes, and commandments, tricked them out of position, let them trick themselves out of position, and then write themselves into the fucking story and create the story. And this can be backed up because, like, in I think it's in Philippians, Josephus is quoted. Well, Josephus didn't live for another 200 fucking years. So how are they quoting a guy that didn't live for 200? So they fucked up is what happened. But nobody was illiterate. Everybody, like, you're telling me that some fishermen from the Sea of Galilee that couldn't barely do much else but fish. I mean, granted, they had talents, but writing was not a talent that they possessed.
Yeah,
they were illiterate in those times. And you're telling me that the Roman government is the very strongest government of all time was just willy-nilly and let this Christian revolt pop up out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden everybody bullshit. Bull fucking shit. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. If your opinion differs, I've done different research. I'll put it that way. And excuse me in the audience, but I'm going to tell it for how it is that I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The principles, the understandings, what was said, of course, that shit makes sense. Love thy neighbor as thyself. No shit. But where it's from, where it's from kind of makes a difference, because if it's to break up a people group that was stronger because they were on their shit, well, doesn't that story sound familiar?
Does
They give you a
sounds very
fucking narrative, they give you a fucking hero to worship, and then there's that one guy in the background that says, hey, motherfucker, you guys are getting tricked out of your own shit. I think we've witnessed that story here and now. So like
it's really interesting seeing that narrative you're talking about with the false savior and whatnot, because and I'll admit it, like I'm not embarrassed by it. The one time I voted was in 2020 for, well, I guess for 2019 or 2020, I can't remember, for Trump. And then the whole thing started, and I started picking up on patterns and paying more close attention to what he was doing, and the CARES Act and all this shit, and I was like, wait a minute, this isn't making sense. And then I started comparing that to like what you're talking about with the historicity, or the narrative of Jesus and all that,
right?
and
we all
to
need
me,
a
it also
daddy, and we
seems,
got to look externally in order to find your daddy, right? You don't look inside of yourself to find who you are. You got to go out and find a daddy. That's honestly, if there's one thing that's kept me very consistent over at Paul's, it's that mentality of, I don't need to have a daddy, and I'm going to learn how to not need a daddy for this shit, because I need to stand as a man and do what I need to do, because we all got fucking tricked out of the position, and not a single one of us can sit up here and try to because you're bullshitting yourself first and you're bullshitting us in the second. So you're a thief and a fucking liar, because you wouldn't even
ourselves. Like we were like, it's like it comes from our parents and grandparents, bro.
Yes.
It's like you can't necessarily. It's not like I want to put the blame on them or not. It's just, I'm just saying you can't put the blame on us either, because we were literally in absolutely no way, shape, or form.
You're right. We got to take the blame. We got to accept the blame. I'm not saying we should dump it on any one of us. We need to accept it and be accountable for it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah. That means getting down with the fucking program and, understanding who the fuck you are in this place.
Yep.
Because that's pretty much the only thing.
None of them ever taught us how.
They gave you the answer in the movie The Matrix. It was pretty simple. When the Oracle told Neo, he says, look at that little sign over on top of the door there. It says, know thyself. Well, that was a very fucking wide and broad statement right there. Because I think that there's so much more to discover about just one single self than there is to discover in this whole world.
Yep.
Because there's more than just knowing yourself psychologically. There's the biology aspect of it. There's your synchronistic alignments that go with your astrological zodiac signs.
Yep.
And dude, it just, and the fact that we are connected directly to nature.
Yep.
The grounding aspect of the
it's like a sun. It has multiple points. It has multiple facets.
Exactly.
And that's why they want to desperately hit you at every fucking corner. Like, not to throw you under the bus, because I definitely drink soda, but that Diet Coke, man, if you're going to drink something, man, I'll buy you some Coca-Cola so you don't drink that Diet Coke, because it's that much. And it's those little things that we all do. And I'm just as fucking guilty of that.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking coffee addict like a son of
Yeah,
a
but you're
bitch.
just
Like,
trading
that's
a
my shit.
$1.04 there. You know, sugar kills just as much as aspartame does. You know,
Aspartame. Yeah, that fucking aspartame. My brother-in-law is always telling me about the sodas, and I know, like, I was on the water for a while, and it's so the fucking just being dehydrated, like, in and of itself is like, feels like you're
Hell.
about to fucking die. So
Yeah, it's hell. And you think about it, if you look back at those scriptures and you look at that Old Testament, because that I personally, I think there's a lot of merit to the Old Testament. I think it's a story of an older story, but I think it's a pretty good, accurate description. And I think it's backed up. Me personally, I've looked into the Mayan Codex, and it's the same fucking story. In the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Spirit hovered over the water. It was the only thing that was not created. It was already there. So you think about it, that's God's dwelling place, is over the water. And if you're dehydrated and you're supposed to be like, what, 80% something water, to be dehydrated is to literally work to sever that connection in some way or another. Yeah, I don't know how the physical nature of it works, but I know that when I'm dehydrated, I'm less passionate. I'm less me.
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, that's my perspective on that, because like I said, it's the only thing that wasn't created. It was already there. And out of the water came everything else.
Yeah, the source of life. Yeah.
Yeah. And what do we need in this place? Water. Even our air is broken up. Our air can be condensed into water. They were talking about it on Paul's channel. With a fucking AC condenser unit.
yeah, but there's more than just water. You for us to exist, there's more than just the water aspect of it. There's we need the sun. Without the sun, we die. Without oxygen, we die.
But do we? Oxygen, yes, but without the sun, there's people that live in caves, and like you listen to mythology and shit like that, people lived underground. So that means we don't necessarily
how do you grow food without the sun?
Same way I'm doing it with fucking shitty ass LED lights. Just ask Paul.
Guilty as charged on that as well. Yeah, but hey, mushrooms can grow in the dark.
I'm very glad that you do not know how to grow shit either. At least we have camaraderie. You said you were growing mushrooms?
I can grow a fucking sorry, go ahead.
You said you were getting into mushrooms?
Well, I've dabbled in that before, but I was just saying mushrooms grow in the dark, so there's that,
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as like nutrient, I don't know. Seems like if there was a lack of light, there would need to be an abundance of things that grow that make up for that lack of whatever the sun gives you. Well, I guess I don't know.
They've found places where shit's been grown underground in the ancient days. Like, how do you support 10,000 people underground without growing fresh vegetables? Like, something had to happen. There had to be some form. A lot of potatoes. Vitamin C. I'm just saying, like, grow. They tell us all these fucking things that say, oh, well, you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't. Who the fuck tells like, I'm not saying go out and go without oxygen, because that's kind of like your body screams for it and says, hey, motherfucker, you better breathe. Yeah. But if that's not what's going on, if you're a fucking hermit living in your mother's basement, I mean, obviously you can live without the sun. Z's still alive.
It's a good one.
It's a
man. Where's that guy been?
Who?
Z.
He's been in this hovel. His mom
missing stink a little while ago.
I thought he was going to start streaming again after the holidays, but I haven't really kept up with it that much. There's a little bit too much of the whole flat Earth stuff going on. I don't know. He's got a lot of good information, but the whole I don't know. It's just kind of for a while there, kind of the same shit over and over again. But that's his thing. So
I'm assuming
He's trying
you
to
are
create something. He I guess he's just not the best at creating a productive show. And I'm not saying that I'm better, but I'm just saying that he wasn't.
Yeah, I can't.
So,
I can't talk on it because I can't get up on the fucking broadcast and do that for 3 hours.
I have to admit, it takes courage to do what he did. To come up with these bits and these things that he, like these little parts, bits and things, whatever it is. He, I wouldn't think of whatever the things that he thought of, but I guess it got redundant because, it's like you end up repeating yourself eventually and it's not funny anymore, so.
Yeah, I do have to give people credit though who can get up on a live panel or a broadcast and just talk for 2 or 3 hours, because I certainly am not that the type to be able to do that by myself, at least. Really.
Well, I mean, good thing I have Nubs sometimes to come up here and talk because I just sit here and fucking say nothing. You wouldn't believe how many times I've done that, and I could still hold an audience while I'm not speaking. I find that interesting. I was like, yeah, man, you guys stick around while I'm not talking. It's perfect.
Well, if you really, in regards to that, I mean, we could break bad and I could be like, hey, I want half of the value of OTW, but then I realized that it was the $6 that Hank sent for his hat and you can keep that shit.
Right. I was gonna say, well, the half of nothing is not much.
Right. And even if you did make shit and it was because of, man, I know you'll treat me good. And that's what it is. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, and that's what I was getting back to, like that whole value for value concept, it makes so much, it's right. It's not even that it makes sense. It's how it's supposed to be. If you see somebody with a talent that you don't have, give them value for that talent.
Right. I agree. But by saying that, you do realize that you open up doors in the mind.
Of course.
Okay.
Like, for instance, no, that one's way too mean. I was gonna throw a joke out there, but that was, I can't do it. I can't
not
say
even
it. It was
mentionable on YouTube. So it was so bad.
No, it wasn't necessarily that it was bad. It was just really fucking mean. And I would be in the same level as the beast water.
The beast water.
Yeah, Jesse.
Jesse.
Oh, the beast water. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, it would have been one of those things where, yeah, especially with Talcott clips up here, I know that there's a foot monitor, grabbing clips and
no, but seriously, why would anybody film themselves dancing like that?
To clip, of course. I mean, I guess that's the way I see it.
Divine inspiration. For divine inspiration.
I wonder if that's how he dances when he goes to clubs.
Of course it is, dude. You think people change because they come online? No, these motherfuckers are these same crazy ass. You're telling me that Slow State isn't Slow State outside of fucking YouTube? Of course he is. He thinks he's a pimp, wears his little black earrings, and does shitty drywall. That's who he is.
Green fucking aqua.
Oh, is he on green now?
Earrings.
But do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're not anybody that you're not going to fool if you think you're fooling us, you'd be retarded, because
Mhm.
you're probably the same way with us that you are in that fucking kitchen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Probably don't say much, probably just want shit to work as it needs to, and probably expect those that are supposed to do certain things are going to get shit done.
Uh,
I would assume that the same thing can be said if you had a team of guys working on a parging project. Because people don't change. We just have a different, we've changed venues. So would you say some of the things? Probably not. You know, you're probably not going to talk out your neck in front of somebody because you're afraid they're probably going to beat the shit out of you, which is why Talcott Clips has a great entertainment value, because people talk out their fucking necks, and he recognizes that and says, hey, motherfucker, you're talking out your neck, you're doing it all wrong, let me show you how you should do it. And then now we have people, you know, driving into the fucking White House, or, you know, however it works. I mean, shit happens.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for those U-Hauls, man. They'll fucking get you.
Dude, every time I pass a U-Haul, I crack up. Not even gonna lie.
I gotta run the grenade one. There was one where the guy landed. He pulled the pin. It was a news segment. A guy pulled the pin on a grenade, and everyone was like, "Yeah, that's fucking Talcott right there." But I went with the U-Haul instead, and I thought it worked out pretty good.
If you want some good information, I can talk about.
Great, man.
I can go up on his panel if I can get up there. We'll set it up, and
but you know what I think would be even better now. You do you fuse two different ones together, where you have now like part 2 of the U-Haul, where you have him drive it into the pool of the White House or something like that, into a pool, right? There has to have a pool involved. So you get the action with Talcott in the pool and the action with Talcott in the U-Haul. You gotta mix that all up together, and you'll come up with like a part 2.
Definitely have Paul saying, you know what? Fuck it. I'm at a pool. I might as well jump in.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'm always looking for ideas. I got the email on my page because like people have sent me a few clips, and like the pill popping thing. I don't even know if it. I think he's. I don't. You know what I think that is? I think that was like nicotine gum or something, or those pouches.
Probably.
But when he was doing it, it looked like he was taking something. So I threw it in the Hitler cot short at the very end to kind of go with the whole.
Was fucking awesome. I love that one.
Salty Siren really came through with the inspiration on that one. It worked out great. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like I said, man, you let me know when you need me up on. You let me know when you need me up on panel. We'll talk about grenades. We'll talk about all sorts of stuff. I can ask him all sorts of great questions.
Yeah, you really get Talcott going, Nubs. I think like you said, you're probably better than you're up there on Paul's tier with that, because I don't know what it is about. It's just the way you present with Talcott. He just does not.
I'm disposable. Paul is not disposable.
He wanted to literally genocide the world.
I think that's how Talcott sees it.
Think about it, man. He genocide the world for you, Nubs.
Right. Like that clip is directly related. I would kill all you motherfuckers because of Nubs. Like,
by the way, what I'm coming out with tomorrow is directly in line with what you're talking about now. So yeah, I won't say anything else on that, but yeah, that should be coming tomorrow or the next day, I think. But anyway,
we got a couple of insiders here for the next drop, TCC.
Yes,
Can't wait to see it. We always enjoy your clips, man. You have a pretty big fan club, even though you don't know it.
Well, I enjoy the suggestions and tips from the audience, and I enjoy the hilarity from Talcott, and he does say a lot of good shit, but like, I just got to capitalize on the ridiculous things he says. But no, yeah, I enjoyed it. It's fun as hell, but there's I got to draw the line at a certain point because that Talcott, just too much of it is easy to do. But
The madness.
do what?
The madness.
Yeah, it's madness, dude.
It is madness. But you do realize that I'm wondering who's going to become most popular first, TCC or Jack?
Well, you don't go to a movie because of
but
the
you know what?
producer.
Either way, they both win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it without.
Like I
I couldn't do it.
You
couldn't do the
can
clips without
monetize that in
Talcott.
some way.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't
Right.
exist without Talcott.
There's plenty of Talcotts out there, though. That's the thing. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, there are people out there. Like, there was this one guy. He was like the Tiger Fighter or something like that. Dude was off. He reminded me of Jack's son. If I could put that one together, he just is fucking batty and crazy and off the fucking wall and new levels of pleasure, etc.
New levels of
It was all
pleasure.
there. New levels of pleasure.
That cracks me up whenever Paul plays that because I know so many people. Like every time he plays that NJ Jeep Girl, she says "ooh" every time. She fucking hates it.
And that's what makes it worth it. Right there.
Yeah, that's it.
That's her monotone. Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Let me hear you. Let me hear an amen.
Amen.
I'm gonna go with a praise God instead.
Praise God.
Yeah, it's true.
Praise
You don't want to worship the sun god Ra.
Well, I think I'm gonna hop off, you guys.
Yeah, well, I was gonna
Hang on one
actually
second.
shut
Pull that
down
full screen
because
real
I'm
quick.
fucking tired. It's 1:00 in the morning over here. So, any final words, guys?
Yeah, pull that full screen so I can show
Yeah,
it to pan
Oh,
around
me?
on that picture. Yeah.
You want this one? This is the one I'm working on, but
Just
Oh,
show
shit.
a couple of them real quick.
okay.
I'm showing your talents off. Aztec theme.
That one's really fucking cool.
Here's that one. Then here's the other two. Here's this one with the
Yeah, I like
horse.
that one too.
This is my favorite one, I think, that I got.
Yeah, the details on the wood and everything are really it's really awesome. Nice work.
Thank you. And there's the last one.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful one too.
It's grandparents.
But anyway,
Yeah,
yeah,
dude,
you too, OTW. I like you. You got some good work as well, man. I just wanted to come up and compliment you and kind of share the vibe, I guess.
All right, man. Well, thanks a lot, and it was a pleasure having you, bro. It's like
Yeah,
I
thanks
think
for having me.
the first time we officially met.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's the first time I've been with you and Nubs on panel together. I think.
All right,
Yeah,
we've
well, that's
never
really
met
cool,
officially.
and I hope you come back, man. It was really interesting, and it's like we have something in common, I believe. So this.
Yes, sir. All right.
We
Well,
just
good
need
talking to
a
you guys.
comic book from you guys now.
I might be doing these streams a little bit more often. Maybe I'm just gonna get unrusted and start, doing like Nub says, like doing my own drawings, not trying to draw like cartoon characters that everybody knows about. But it's still because I find these characters, even at 46 years old, I still think they're cool and awesome, and I enjoyed all the movies, and I'm a big fan of Marvel and DC comics. What the hell do you want? I'm a man child.
Yeah, and hey, I'm a proponent for as far as drawing, just doing whatever you want. Whatever sparks your inspiration. So if that's what makes you happy, then fuck yeah, dude. I like it. You like it. I love it. But
All
I'll
right.
see you guys later. See you guys
All right,
later.
peace,
All right,
man.
peace out, man.
All right, bye.
OTW, I'll catch you later, man. I appreciate you
man.
having me up here.
You guys,
You guys are phenomenally
tomorrow
talented.
morning I'll be going live. Everybody make sure to show up for an episode of Off the Wall with Patrick and Paul tomorrow morning. Peace, snubs. See you tomorrow.
Peace. Go ahead and end it real quick.
Yeah, I think
I
that's what
just
I'm
want
going
to
to do.
talk to you for 2 seconds.
Yeah, okay. So goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.